What's up, guys? We're back with another Armored Core video. This is probably the last video that I'm going to cover because I've pretty much covered every aspect of this game outside of the nitty-gritty like lore stuff that I honestly just don't want to spoil for myself. But this is, you know, the 3v3, the PvP. I have not yet seen the PvP action. I've seen the, you know, the player versus, you know, enemy boss and all that, but not player versus player. And this is actually the 3v3 PvP. So if you're a fan of Armored Core, you need to come in, sit down and watch this if you haven't, because this is going to give you a leg up when you start playing Friday. And I think the game actually comes out the night before, Thursday, 11 p.m. You can play it through the night. Hopefully there's no bugs or any problems with launch. I'm going to personally be playing probably all day Friday, like a degenerate. But, you know, I took off work a little bit just to, you know, play the game out and do my thing, okay? Take my time with it. There's not often as an adult you get to sit down and just game for hours, excuse me, hours on end. But that is what I will be doing with this game, so make sure you follow. I'll be posting content, probably the first 30 minutes and stuff like that. I'll just show, you know, just my thoughts on the game. Hopefully it's good. But here we go. We got 3v3 going. This is like the little intro screen they got going on. This is Bandai Namco Entertainment America. Go check them out. Subscribe right there. Boom. Okay. And yeah, let's get it.
Throwing things back.
Yes.
Continuing on with Squad Alpha. That is Fighting Cowboys team. Eric, ready and gang, ready to go here against Oro. And from
so the teams looks like they have, you know, the colorway there. They make you green, blue, red, or whatever the color is.
Still trying to break the game with that Matrix glitch look.
Yeah.
And just looking at this, like, and I need y'all's help, man. I need y'all's help. So look, clearly this is like a crimson color or some kind of maroon. It's cool. You have you have these skins. It looks like little patterns that you can put on the mechs here. Over here on the far side, you have like a tank style mech. I'm assuming they have more health and shield, and then the skinnier mechs on the left are probably quicker but less.
Alpha, that is Fighting Cowboys team. Eric,
probably have less HP. And we also have another tank.
Looking for some redemption here, and
it looks like it's actually the same kind of comp. Like one has a tank, one has this kind of four-legged hybrid style, and then like a really fast smaller mech.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be watching the four-legged mech here. I'm looking down at the bottom left there, the AP, it says 12,000. I'm assuming that's the health.
Watching their tactics here. Let's see. Let's see.
Here, this is going to be really interesting in this map. There's a lot less cover, and anybody familiar with classic armor?
Oh wow.
This is a lot like the old school arena map.
It's actually pretty intense.
Nice open area, no huge amounts of cover to worry about. Really here, you can't depend on the value of a lot of cover. You really just got to be aware, both aerial and underground. Speaking of which, here we go with Cowboy again using these grenades.
So this is 3v3. My main questions are like, you see his AP right there? Like he's about to get crushed.
What's happening behind him? He wants his squad.
He's very aggressive.
Destroyed.
He's one of the most aggressive players I've seen.
I can respect that. Cowboy just not deterred.
So there is a type of respawn system, like 6 or 7 seconds before you respond. So I'm assuming this is like a power play time where the enemy team can just gank.
Also, the fresh spawn himself, just jumping right in on things. Oh, the blade. The back. Choose not to do the double hit.
See the blade coming in. There was a whiff on that one.
And is instead going to just choose to back off a little bit. There's the blade combo from Oro, causing the player to actually respond and pop his shield.
So far, like my only thing about 3v3, now that I look at it, there's a lot of screen clutter. Granted, this is ripped from Ouroboros streams, and they have like a stream going, so it's not going to be the best quality, and obviously it'll look 10 times better as you play the game. But already there's a lot of screen clutter. You see the EMP bombs with the fire effects, with the laser beams, with the sword dashes, and you're locked on one guy trying to attack him. You can't really keep tabs on the enemies above you, below you, to the right, to the left. So it does feel a little chaotic, especially the 3v3. The 1v1 aspect, or the PvP, just 1v1, that seems really cool because a lot of that stuff won't matter as much because you'll always kind of have tabs on what your opponent is. But as far as the 3v3, I wonder what the meta will be, or the tactics will be to kind of overcompensate for all this screen clutter and just the overall like ganking system. Like, is the meta gonna be focusing the tank first or focusing the squishies first? So far the machine gun looks really OP.
They're punishing these players as well.
I can really respect as far as where the punishment comes from as far as getting this.
But I can tell like so it looks like the guys with the skinnier legs can stay up in the air.
Right.
And the tanks are kind of bound to the ground more. They can fly a little bit, but they're a little too, I guess, heavy to stay in the air for a certain period of time.
Super awesome. Oh,
But it does look dope, man, just flying around. And maybe if you have your friends on Discord, you can like really focus one target and get that posture meter down. I'm assuming focus fire is going to be massive in this game. Like, just especially in this game mode, just focusing one mech at a time, especially the tanks that are a little bit slower. They have a lot more HP though. Or AP, I guess. Armor points, is that what it is? AP?
got him.
This looks nuts, man. Like, I could see myself sinking a decent amount of hours onto the multiplayer. Like, I wasn't really thinking I would, because honestly, oh wow, look at these. These are different mechs. These look dope. Homeboy thick. Homeboy is thick. Yeah. Alright, let's skip ahead a little bit here. See if we can run into some 1v1. That's a different map there with buildings and such. And this is from the showcase there, the Armored Core showcase.
They're taking advantage of that 360 view. Like, look at that.
Oh, that's cool. He like boosted up in the air and now he's kind of gliding.
Really taking a good job to manage his generator's energy. Handing back into Ouroboros, who is also running a quad.
So you see the quad leg guy has like 11k AP.
Dual back cannons instead of those dual rockets. He's got the dual laser cannons. Anybody remember in Armored Core 4?
That looks so cool, man. Just flying around like that, shooting down at the guy. And then now you have to go in for the kill with a blade when he's posture broken. Or I guess staggered. What? I forgot what it's called again. Someone in my last video told me. The stagger bar, is that what it is?
How much you're using it? Oh, there it goes. Okay.
And there goes Cleric going down. Oro taking a bit of a beating for doing that, and sure enough.
I mean, these games.
But no,
I'm genuinely wondering how many people are going to be in this game or into this game, because AC6 isn't like the most popular like title, I guess, but it does have a heavy hardcore fan base. And let's be real, that the title isn't what's selling. It's FromSoft. From Software is probably the best gaming developer out right now. I mean, they have the longest consistency of like nice, big budget, awesome games that come out feature complete. Sekiro won Game of the Year, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, like all these games were absolute bangers.
no, he can.
So you know they're gonna put the T into this game, okay? The time, energy, and attention to every game they play. Even if they're not the best games of all time, like the games are gonna be good. And so far, this game looks really like just overall entertaining to play, man.
His pulse shield as well. These are really important. You guys remember the beautiful boost kick coming from Fighting Cowboy. If you remember,
I wonder if there's some kind of parry system or a dodge mechanic or iframe.
core ability extensions.
I am wondering a little bit about that. Like if you time something perfectly, can you parry a sword slash or... And I'm just kind of skipping around. The showcase was 2.5 hours long, guys. I'm trying to see if there's a 1v1. So this is a boss. But I'm trying to see if there's like a 1v1 section. They took a little break.
The Armored Core there's nothing pre-recorded here. Everything with PvP.
Everything is live.
I'm not sure there is.
I'm so excited.
To go through this. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm also assuming the tanks have obviously
some of the team captains, but
Chang and Eric, etc. But hey,
they have more armor to kind of guard against their posture being broken and them getting staggered.
Oh man, I mean for PvP in general,
But I think in a 1v1 PvP, I think a tank might be low-key like overpowered.
What is the most important thing that
Unless you're absolutely disgusting with the fast legs, the skinnier legs, because some of these tanks have like double the health. I saw one of the tanks had the AP at like 16k. Meanwhile, this, like, look, he has 18,000 AP at the bottom left there. Meanwhile, the other guy had like 8,000 AP. So it's like more than double the health points. But obviously we'll have to wait to see exactly how that plays out, right? Once we figure out what the meta weapons are and what the kind of the easiest to target stuff is. I mean, dude, there is this chaos going on, but low-key, like, he's like dodging a lot of this stuff.
He wasn't joking when he was talking to me earlier.
Oh, he got. There's so much screen clutter going on. That is the only thing in 3v3 I'm kind of worried about. This is so much going on in the screen at any given moment. But the game does look like it's not stuttering. It's running well. They did come out with a PC requirements. As long as you have, you know, like a 2060 and above, I think you should be good. And that's with ray tracing on. If you have ray tracing off, I think most systems will be able to run this 60 FPS no problem.
He's thinking now. He's like, okay, you think you're playing. I'm not playing.
We're going to be zoning the strategies that everybody's going to be putting forward and using here. Oro's getting right back in there with the assault boost. Really the new version of overboost. Those of you who played Armored Core 2.
I wonder what weapons have the highest bullet velocity, or do they all have similar bullet velocity? Because I think it's looking like to me like the bullet velocity, or the missile velocity, whatever it is, the projectile velocity, I should say, is going to be massive in terms of actually landing the shots, because all these dashes are so useful.
Multiple designs. I definitely want to play to some of the granular things that are going to be happening here in Strat. You see,
like, my man is getting staggered. Yeah, the stagger bar. Man, these guys look like they're having a blast playing this game. I can't wait to play this. Let's look at the comments a little bit here. Excellent showcased. Love them do it. Extra PvP at the end. Okay. Incredible C waiting a decade. This guy's been waiting a decade. See, there's a hardcore community out there. Awkwardness aside, this was a blast. Every single video game showcase is awkward because the legit nerds are just awkward people to have present games. Especially when it comes to Armored Core, it's like an extra nerdy game. Even with the fine-tuning of modern game design, the bunny hop circle strafe still works like a charm. Let's look at the bunny hop circle strafe.
air control now, but do not count out the reverse joint and their power of verticality. Speaking of which,
That was actually dope.
just using these boost hops.
The thing is, like, he's
Oh, okay. He's just like strafing around and jumping in the air. That's going to be the advantage of these legs, the skinnier legs. You're like a lot lighter as a mech, so you can stay up in the air longer, it looks like. One thing that bugged me was tons of people screaming tank OP after the 1v1 chat. The tank wasn't the problem. If the tank was OP, you'd have Cowboy simply stream rolling Ouroboros with raw points and armor. Raw hit points. The thing that was overpowered were the chain guns scoring consistent hits no matter how much Ouroboros tried to dodge. So the chain guns look like they might need a nerf according to this guy. And the backcannon lasers made short work of him. This guy's analyzed it. The charge rifles, on the other hand, were easy to dodge. At least they didn't hit consistently. Okay. I don't know if it's a skill issue or not. Right, we don't know yet because the game's not out. In the team matches, I saw a dynamic unfold where the lock-on missiles were dominating because they put consistent damage and were hard to dodge. Maybe nobody really had mastered the higher damage techniques yet, but it felt like watching a fight between Stars of Ruin and Comet, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't care what anyone says. This is quality gameplay. That's what I'm saying. To me, this looks like it's worth the pre-order, which yes. Yes, I did. 2026 was awkward. Let's see if there's an awkward moment in here. What's awkward about this? Okay, well, I guess I'll end it there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Peace out.